Hello, this is Stacy, and today I'm going to be talking about Florida Bookstore Day. So, yesterday on Saturday, November 15th, Florida had its first ever Florida Bookstore Day. And what the purpose was to encourage people to go out to independent bookstores and to celebrate Florida authors and to pick up books and things like that. So, yesterday, I went to 5 different independent bookstores, just kind of trying to find different stores and trying to get in the spirit of things. So I went to 5 different stores. 4 of them I had never been to, and I'd been meaning to go to a bunch of these and just never did. One of them was recommended by a different bookseller. So I went to 3 used bookstores and 4 used bookstores, and one that just sells like new releases, and they don't do used books. But all 5 of them were adorable. They were great. We bought stuff, a book at most places, like just as we were going throughout the day. So it was really great. At the first one, I actually bought their t-shirt. So we're wearing right now. It says "Get Caught Reading" by Book Market. I'm also going to put a link to websites and Facebook pages down below for any of you that are interested in the Orlando area in visiting any of these stores. I did quite the trek. We went from Orlando to Winter Park to Longwood to Sanford. But I hit 5 of them in 3 hours, so that was fun. It was a lot of fun. The second part of my day was in the evening, where a group called Functionally Literate, held a literary function. I actually have the picture of the flyer here. So we got to hear readings by Usman Tanvir Malik, who was amazing. I guess he has a collection of, or he someday will have a collection of short stories out, and right now he's working on a novel. He's only published online from what I understood, but he was super interesting. He's a Pakistani writer. And the other person that was reading and talking was Jeff Vandermeer. If you ever have the chance to see him, I would highly recommend you go. He was so entertaining, and he was hysterical. So he told us about some of his inspirations, and he told us how he came up with the story. And also what was interesting is, or exciting I should say, they had the new hardcover edition of the Southern Reach trilogy. It wasn't coming out till the 18th, so I think that's Tuesday, but they were able to sell them and release them at the talk. So this is the new bind-up of the Southern Reach trilogy. The individual covers are the ones that are on the flyer, which were gorgeous to begin with. So they have this really interesting bind-up of all 3. And, of course, because I was there, I bought it and got it signed. So that made my night. But this event was really awesome, and they do events. Apparently, this is the first event I've been to by this group, and they do events like 4 times a year. They also have a podcast. I'm going to put all the links for the Functionally Illiterate group down in the description below, too. But this event was amazing. It was like an hour and a half of just listening to them. They had the 2 authors do readings, and then Jeff Vandermeer had like a Q&A, and then they took questions from the audience. I'd never actually been to an author one of these. Like, I'd never been to a reading, and I'd never been to a Q&A. And it was something that I'm going to start looking for other events like this, because it was really fun and really exciting to go to. And just to be with other people that were very into books and into the same things that I was very refreshing. Not that I don't have that with my friends, but it was just a different, like, social atmosphere that was like, oh, this is super new. And I was really excited. Really excited. And the venue was gorgeous. Like, how they put it on was great. And Book Market, which is the place I got my shirt, were the ones selling the books, and they were selling all sorts of books by him. They had all the single editions. They had those. They had other books by him because he has tons of them. Well, he's got a bunch. So it was really great. Florida Bookstore Day, in my opinion, was a success. A lot of stores had different events and different things going on. For the most part, it was just books, like independent bookstores giving sales on things to kind of participate. with it being the first year, that makes a lot of sense with it being so small. Hopefully next year it'll start to grow and we'll see where this goes. I'm very interested to see where this goes in the future. But that is my recap. I also have, like, I wrote out more about my bookstore visit on my Tumblr. So if you want more information, I'll also leave a link to that down below. I did like a play-by-play with pictures every time I went somewhere. So that was about Florida Bookstore Day, and I hope you have a great day.